Good listener versus bad listener. Which one are you? Unlocking the power of active listening. Many of us claim to be good listeners, but are we? There's a distinct line between a passive hearer and a genuine listener. The bridge that connects the two is often the skill of active listening, which is an art that requires full concentration, understanding, response, and remembrance of what's being said. Today, we'll dive deep into distinguishing a bad listener from a good one. What signs do they showcase? And more importantly, which one do you identify with? Along the way, we'll unravel the myriad benefits of honing active listening skills. From fostering deeper personal connections to amplifying professional achievements. Let's explore why and how active listening can be a game changer for our lives. A bad listener. Have you ever felt like you're talking, but the person across from you is miles away? Let's dive into the nuances of what defines a bad listener. 1. Inattentive. A bad listener is often easily distracted and doesn't fully concentrate on the speaker. They may be preoccupied with their own thoughts, looking around or checking their phone. 2. Interruptive. Instead of allowing the speaker to finish, they frequently cut in with their own thoughts, opinions, or experiences, making the conversation about them. 3. Non-responsive. Even when they don't interrupt, they don't offer any feedback or acknowledgement, leaving the speaker feeling unheard. 4. Judgmental. They might be quick to criticize or dismiss the speaker's feelings or opinions without fully understanding the perspective. 5. Forgetful. They don't retain what was said because they weren't truly listening in the first place. 6. Reactive. Instead of listening to understand, they listen to respond, leading to defensive or aggressive behavior. Why? A bad listener doesn't make the effort to truly engage in the conversation. This behavior may arise from ego, lack of interest, or simply not valuing the act of listening. It can strain relationships, hamper effective communication, and lead to misunderstandings. A good listener. Now let's switch gears. Imagine a conversation where you feel deeply heard, where every word resonates and every sentiment is valued. This is the power of a good listener. But what makes them stand out? Let's delve into the characteristics of a good listener. 1. Attentive. They focus entirely on the speaker, blocking out distractions and making an effort to truly understand the message being conveyed. 2. Patient. They allow the speaker to finish their thoughts without interruption and give them space to express themselves. 3. Responsive. A good listener provides feedback, asks questions for clarity, and sometimes just nods or acknowledges to show they're tuned in. 4. Empathetic. They strive to understand the emotions and motivations behind the words, offering support or validation to the speaker. 5. Open-minded. They listen without being judgmental, making the speaker feel safe and respected. 6. Retentive. They remember past conversations and can connect them to current ones, showing they value and pay attention to what's being said. 7. Observant. They pick up on nonverbal cues like body language, facial expressions, and tone, which often provide additional context to words. Why? A good listener recognizes the value of understanding others, building relationships, and fostering open communication. They might have cultivated this skill over time, or naturally possess an empathetic disposition. Good listening helps in building trust, facilitating clearer communication, and forming deeper connections. In essence, listening goes beyond just hearing words. It's about understanding and interpretation. Good listeners understand this distinction and make efforts to ensure they are truly connecting with the speaker, while bad listeners miss out on the deeper layers of conversations. What is active listening? There's an aspect of communication that elevates the art of listening to another dimension. It's active listening, which involves fully concentrating on, understanding, remembering, and responding to what the other person is saying. It involves engaging with the speaker both verbally and non-verbally. Out of its many facets, the following 3 are often considered the most critical to truly embody the essence of active listening. 1. Full attention to the speaker. Why? Without giving your undivided attention to the speaker, you risk missing out on key details, emotional nuances, and the primary intent of the message. It also demonstrates respect and interest in what the speaker has to say. How can you practice the full attention? First, minimize external distractions. Ensure your environment is conducive to listening. This could involve turning off notifications on your phone or selecting a quiet location for crucial conversations. Second, maintain internal focus. Make a conscious effort to remain mentally present. If your mind begins to wander, gently redirect your attention back to the speaker. 2. Empathetic understanding. Why? Empathy allows you to connect with the speaker on an emotional level, fostering trust and deeper mutual understanding. It's not just about understanding the words, but also the feelings and emotions behind them. How can you practice the empathetic understanding? First, give reflective feedback. Occasionally paraphrase or summarize what the speaker has said, showcasing that you're trying to understand their perspective. Phrases like, "It sounds like you felt," or "So you're saying that," can be effective. Second, avoid judgment. Listen without evaluating or forming opinions immediately. Instead, focus on understanding the speaker's viewpoint. 3. Responsive feedback. Why? Feedback, whether verbal or nonverbal, reassures the speaker that you're engaged and following along. It's a validation that their message is being received and understood. How can you practice the responsive feedback? First, utilize nonverbal cues. Use body language to convey your engagement. Simple gestures like nodding, maintaining eye contact, and leaning slightly forward can make a significant difference. Second, incorporate verbal acknowledgments. Use affirmative words or sounds occasionally like, "I see," "I understand," or "go on." Your professional success with active listening skills. Have you ever experienced a disagreement with a colleague? Pause for a moment and think back. As they presented their side, were you truly present, trying to grasp the essence of their argument? Or were you already constructing your counter-argument, focusing more on how to defend your stance? It's a common instinct to become defensive, especially in the professional world where we're often aiming to prove our worth and competence. But here's a thought. What if, in those moments of disagreement, we shifted our approach? Active listening is more than just hearing words. It's about understanding and interpretation. It's about fully immersing yourself in what the other person is saying without immediately formulating a response. When we engage in active listening, especially during disagreements, we open the door for collaboration, mutual respect, and potentially even a solution that neither party had previously considered. Next time you find yourself in such a situation, challenge yourself. Instead of jumping to defend your viewpoint, pause, listen, seek to understand. You might be surprised by the value and insights that emerge from simply taking a moment to genuinely listen. Building stronger bonds through active listening. I have a thought-provoking question for all of you out there, especially those in committed relationships. When was the last time you sat down with your partner, free from all distractions, and genuinely listened to their day or their concerns? I mean, truly listened, without mentally preparing your next statement or letting your attention drift to other matters. You see, in the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's so easy to forget the magic of simply being present. And in our personal relationships, especially with our significant other, this presence can make all the difference. Active listening is more than just an act. It's an invitation. It's a way to say, "I'm here for you. I value what you have to say, and I want to understand." It's about showing empathy, respect, and a genuine desire to connect. When you actively listen to your partner, you not only understand their words, but also the emotions and sentiments behind them. This deeper understanding can be a game changer, bridging gaps and mending misunderstandings. Create a distraction-free zone. Show physical engagement. Validate and reflect. Next time you're with your partner, take a moment. Engage in the art of active listening. You might be surprised at the depth and richness it brings to your relationship, transforming everyday conversations into memorable moments of connection. Conclusion: The power of true listening. As we reflect on the essence of active listening, it's clear that this simple act holds transformative power. Whether in our professional lives or with our cherished partners, taking a moment to truly listen can unlock a world of understanding, collaboration, and deeper connection. For those of you who've recognized areas of improvement in your listening skills, remember, growth begins with awareness. The journey to becoming a better listener is ongoing, but the rewards are immeasurable. Strengthened relationships, improved communication, and a heightened sense of empathy are just a few of the treasures that await. Make it a daily practice, a conscious choice. In doing so, you not only enrich your own life but also touch the lives of those around you in profound ways. Thank you for joining us. If you found value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's continue this journey together.